Taurus, what's up? I am Desi. This is my channel, Starchaeology Tarot. This is where I lead you and me on some starchaeological digs, aka tarot readings. But I call them starchaeological digs because we're digging deep into you, your past, your present, your future, your challenges, your successes, your strengths, encouragement, the wisdom, the divine guidance that you need specifically to help you align with your highest path and your highest self and your highest good. So that is what I am curious about for you this January. If you have any additional intentions that you'd like to set on top of that, take this time while I tune in with Spirit and shuffle to do that, set those intentions, ask those questions. Whatever resonates with you is what is meant for you. What doesn't resonate with you is meant for someone else. It's simple, easy rules here. And guys, just want to say thank you so much for being here. It means so much to me to see you here, to get to connect with you in this way. And if you wouldn't mind liking and subscribing, even right now, or at the end of the video, or whatever, your support is what helps me keep doing this. So I really, really appreciate it. Also, feel free to share my channel with anyone who you think it needs a little extra support right now, or anyone going through a hard time. That is what tarot is for. It's a tool for introspection, a tool for growth, healing, enlightenment. So, okay, school is over. Now, let's get reading. Taurus, you are starting 2021 from a very successful, balanced place. The Queen of Cups is almost like the minor arcana version of the World card, the Dancer. There's a completion here, a sort of harmonizing here, unifying the self with emotion and imagination in a creatively productive and fulfilling way. In this card, the way that the water and land unites very effortlessly and naturally, it implies that we don't feed the imagination by giving it absolute complete freedom to wander without any direction whatsoever, but rather by directing it into valuable outlets. And the same goes for our emotional health. So there's a redirecting of your emotions, of your processing. I think many of you have been dealing with your shadow selves these last few months, as I think all the signs truly have. Astrologically, this has been a time for the surfacing of our shadow selves, surfacing of shadow qualities that are coming to the surface to be healed right before the age of Aquarius begins. And this is, it would make sense that up until this point there's been blockages, there's been a challenge and struggle in directing your emotional energy into the places that serve you in the world the most. It's one thing to have willpower, but that willpower cannot unite imagination and action. Only love gives meaning to the Queen's actions. Only love gives meaning to her goals. Her creative energy only has meaning and value if there's emotion behind it. So, and I'm talking about authentic emotion. So this really is the marriage between that authentic emotion and what you bring to and create in the world. This flew out as I was shuffling. But it's kind of setting the stage for these other three cards that I consciously pulled. We have a Queen of Pentacles here too, and that Queen of Pentacles is the most trusting, self-reliant card in tarot. You are going into January with a real need to rely on and trust yourself, to trust the resources that you have been given. And I'm talking about the resources that are external, but also the internal resources that you have been given. Specifically, the resource that is your connection with the natural magic of this world. We often think about pentacles as being very straightforward, just the tangible 3D world that we're in, money, finances, numbers, like playing the game here. But we often overlook that pentacles themselves are a magic symbol. By the very definition, they imply that there is magic within the physical world, magic within the tangible world. And the Queen of Pentacles has a very clear understanding of this. Not only does she understand this, but she utilizes that and takes advantage of it. She knows how to capitalize on that magic of the world, and that magic is right within the laws of nature itself. It's not, we might label it as magic, when in fact someone with the Queen of Pentacles trust expects it as if it is completely normal and non-magical. So this has to do with some sort of the renewal of some relationship in your past, or repeating a pattern from the past, but doing it in a way that this time it's emotionally fulfilling, and it is there's a divine blessing to it. Someone or something from your past is going to be resurfacing in January, and that is either, it could be someone that you had a romantic relationship with, because this is the Ace of Cups, or it could just be a very close friendship. But either way, it's someone that meant a lot to you and took up a lot of heart space for you. You come into this realizing that understanding this relationship as a resource, and the emotions that come from this relationship, they can be transmuted and healed now in a creatively productive way. They don't have to be sitting inside you anymore. You can channel them, and they can move through you to create something that you never thought that you could create. Something magical, creating more, something bigger than what it seems you were given. Like the ultimate thing that you create is greater than the sum of its parts, and the sum of its parts being those parts that you were given, and you're like, what am I going to do with this? This is being transmuted into something bigger and better. Whether that is a new relationship with this person, or it's a relationship with someone else, but there are elements from this past relationship that are proving themselves to be helpful in the creation of the new one. Regardless, it's a renewal of this person. It's a renewal, rebirth of this relationship. Whether it's the pattern that's starting over with someone else, or it's the literal person who is making a reappearance in your life and giving you an opportunity to act differently. Giving you an opportunity to trust yourself this time, because there is a kind of self-reliance here, and a self-trust, and being stable in your relationship with yourself first. That might have been something that was missing with this person in the past, was that you gave your power away in a way that suggested that there was no self-trust. And if there was no self-trust, they couldn't trust you. There was no trust, or at least there was less trust than there could have been in the connection between you and this person, because there was a weak point in your trust with just yourself. So that is the thing that is being strengthened here. Also, knowing that you going into this, you meeting this person again, or you starting a brand new relationship that reminds you in a way of this last one, or is like going through the motions again of becoming close with someone or starting something new. This also could be a creative project. This doesn't necessarily have to be a relationship. This could be just anything that you love, anything that is fulfilling in a heart way, an emotionally fulfilling way. That's that Ace of Cups. It's just newfound energy, newfound purpose in relationship, in love, in it could be even your relationship with yourself, but also in the realm of creativity and in the realm of what you are putting a lot of emotion and love into. This also could suggest that there is something from your past, a relationship in your past, an event in your past that has affected you in some way that you've kind of been keeping in your back pocket, or not really fully processing, or burying in some way. And the Queen of Pentacles is now emerging in you because you are recognizing this as a potential resource, as a potential key to your ultimate healing and self-expression. And part of the reason that this hasn't been able to move through you, or the reason why you held on to this thing from the past, the reason maybe why it has repeated itself, or come up with, if it's a pattern, if it's come up again and again in your life, the reason why it keeps reemerging is because it hasn't been dealt with love. And I have a feeling, I want to clarify this, but if it's something that has been hard for you to process, has it been hard for them to process, for Taurus to process the Six of Cups? Please give me some clarity on that. What is the nature of this Six of Cups person or event or thing from the past? This nostalgia. Oh wow, that's the Nine of Cups. Wow, for some of you, this is the burden of a success in the past. This is the burden of some achievement, something that actually went well for you, or something that you got, but then maybe you didn't think, it didn't bring you the happiness and peace that you thought it would. It also could be something that appears to be successful on the outside, but only you, having experienced it, know that it's not what it appears to be. It's more complicated than that, and there's pain in it for whatever reason, or there's trouble or struggle in it. Whatever this is, dealing with this thing from the past, whether it really was something like a wish fulfilled, that you are nostalgic for, and maybe like attached to in some way. It could also be something, I'm feeling that some of you are feeling very nostalgic and longing for a past achievement, something that went very well for you in your past, and it was a wish fulfilled, and now you're feeling the burden of trying to recreate that or live up to it, or you want to revisit it, you want to go backwards and have that again. Because you don't have it right now. Whatever is causing you anxiety about this, whatever is causing you any form of suffering about this, the answer is that there hasn't been love applied to something regarding this past issue. Love gives meaning, it gives value to everything, and I mean positive value. I think some of you have given dark feelings to this thing from the past, and that has been reason why you haven't been able to let go of it. Some of you need to apply to find a way to love the thing that you're attached to in some way from the past, or the thing that revisits you from the past that maybe doesn't seem lovable. And it's the act of loving it that then releases it and allows that emotion to flow and a new love to rush in. Others of you, this is about applying love to your present moment, applying love to everything that has come after this past wish fulfilled, or this wish fulfilled in your past, because so much love is giving that value. It's the love of that is giving that event, that single event or that single person, great value in your life. But there's an imbalance because you have more love than just what you apply to that one event or that one person. And you can apply that same love to anything that is right in front of you. It is your choice. It is up to you. And I think that's largely why this Queen of Pentacles is here, because there is an element of self-trust and faith that is missing when you keep returning to the past and thinking, I wish I had that. Or I'm never going to be that happy again, or how am I going to create that again? That's symptomatic of a lack of trust in yourself and a lack of trust in your world. And the Queen of Pentacles reestablishes that connection with the world, that connection with self, that trust, that faith, that you will be taken care of, that you will have the basic resources that you need to thrive and to shine. And that is what's happening for you in January. You are giving yourself a chance to love what you have, to apply love to whatever needs value, whatever is missing value in your life right now. You have a chance to choose to put love there where it's missing, so that you can create that value. And I think for some of you that is about putting value into your present moment so that you're not just living in the past. And for others of you, it's about putting love into a past event so that you can let go of it. But regardless, it is about love providing meaning and value so that you can empty your cup and then refill it, and really experience more wish fulfillment, more dreams come true, and also a rebirth of your heart, a restarting of your heart. We experience so many heart restarts throughout our life, and you're overdue for one. It's going to be, January sets the conditions, the perfect conditions, whether it is bringing someone from your past, bringing something from your past back up, even if it's literally right in front of you or just in your conscious headspace. But that revisiting, that surfacing is happening so that something can be re-seen through the lens of love. And you can take real authority over your emotional health, your emotional well-being, and your creative output. And creative output, that's not just for artists, that's not just for you artists or creatives. We are all creative. We all have creative energy. We are all constantly creating. How do you create in the world? Whatever that outlet is for you, that is being unblocked. That is being opened so there can be natural, healthy flow there. And that also is what moves emotion through you, to make room for cycle and cycle and cycle of real deep fulfillment and peace. Taurus, what a great way to start out the year. I would love to hear how this manifests for you. Feel free to comment below. Feel free to comment and tell me what's going on in your life. I love connecting with you. It means, again, so much to me that you're here. Happy New Year, happy 2021, and I will see you next time.